pro athletes, guys who own big time companies, lost everything sleeping on the streets and me cutting their hair.
So was there ever a time that you had any self-doubt?
I even got electrocuted one time.
Oh, wow.
I got electrocuted because it just randomly just started raining out the blue, and I had cords and stuff, and I accidentally touched the power cord, and the bolts went through me. And then when the bolts went through me, I picked up a blade, because I had my blade dispenser. But at that time, I ended up picking up a blade because I had the bolts coming, and it went, and I cut my hand. It was a tough time.
But you said it was interesting being the only brother in the locker room.
Because, he's deeper than just the haircut. There's a lot of barbers that can cut hair, but it's not a lot of barbers that can connect with their clients.
I got a question for you. So the pandemic, which was like a whole country was shut down.
The whole country was shut down.
They locked the door, we changed the code. Yeah. Bill Black, break locks, no handouts, we bought the block. Bill Black, take spice, no gatekeep, we run the lot. They shut the gate, we change the code, turn small ideas into overload. No commission, we own the flow, independent, that CEO. Media said what I name it grade, built the lane and paid the way. From the block, the boring plays on everything, generational play. Bill Black, break chain, no cash given, we made our lane. Bill Black on everything.
Stop building hype and start building black. It's time to learn how much your hustle is truly worth. Hustle Worth is a free app designed to help you determine the exact value of your business or side hustle. Just answer a few questions, and our AI uses reliable valuation models used by top investment banks and venture capital firms. Get a clear understanding of exactly how much you could potentially cash out if you sold your brand today. It's a great way to see where you are and identify the exact gaps you need to fill to get to where you want to be. From side hustle to life-changing exit. That's the power of knowing your worth. Know your worth. Visit hustleworth.app and start building your legacy today.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Build Black Show. Everybody good? Yes. Hey, it's we love having some guests in the studio, so we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But because this is one of our testing episodes and it's also going to be edited, we need Cortelia to move directly into her camera because we cannot really see her. All right. Now, if you just kind of look in the camera to make sure you see yourself at all times, I do make sure we have your pretty face at all times. I do not see the person sitting next to you at all. But
Get over here. You're going to get over here.
what we're going to do is you'll just record and make sure that we figure out why we don't see her.
You see us now? You see us now?
Yeah, but y'all can't just be like that the entire time. You can't be like that the entire time. So just relax. Relax. I love the blooper reel that's that awful.
Do this. Oh?
It should allow you to record at a wide angle. But it's all good. So we're having fun. We're building black businesses, legacies, talking to people who are doing phenomenal things in the community, people who are creating legacy and branches to the future for themselves and others. And we have Jay Johnson in the studio today. What's up, Jay?
Hello, how y'all doing?
Great.
Outstanding. So, Cortelia, tell us a little bit about Jay. What we know about Jay, then we're going to just kind of ask him how he's building black.
Well, his business is called Barber Lux Mobile Barbershop. And I came across his website and I liked the way he was what it presented. And I called him and spoke to his wife, Megan, which she was very amazing. And she said, yes, I will get him there on 11 o'clock to come and talk. So tell us about yourself.
About me, my name is Jay Johnson. I grew up military background. My dad was an Army recruiter. So we lived in Germany, Illinois, Georgia, Missouri, West Virginia for a long time. And then my parents, they kind of went their own way. And we lived in Jacksonville for like majority of my life. And then my father relocated here after he retired as a college professor. and I was working with him as exotic car company, and I wanted to be, a barber. I really didn't want to do that, so I pursued going to barber school, and I was already a chef, so I was doing culinary at night and cutting hair in the morning for like 10 years, and then when the pandemic happened, the lockdown, I decided to start a mobile barbershop.
Okay.
Because everybody was home.
Yeah.
I was already grooming people in their house, their driveway, and everywhere else, and people needed me, and it was a success. So the barbershop that I was currently working at, it was closed. And when they opened back up, the owner was like, man, you doing good business, doing the mobile unit? I said, yeah, I'm doing very well. He said, well, which one you want to do? You want to work in a barbershop with me? Or you want to do mobile? And find you, I was like, well, I want to do mobile because, I'm very more successful at it. My income doubled, and, I had more clientele, and I had freedom to see my children and my wife. And before I did, I had to work several jobs. And then when I even just worked one job, it was a long schedule to the point that I couldn't see anybody. So I was just happy to have freedom for the first time in my life. And then, and my clients are satisfied because they got their privacy and the convenience. So it worked out.
That's great. That's great. I got a question for you. So the pandemic, which was like a whole country was shut down.
Yeah, the whole country was shut down. So people wouldn't allow me in their house. And I had to, cut like high garages, driveways, and stuff like that. It was Florida weather in the summer. During the lockdown around that time, spring, you know where it was going to rain, sun coming down. It was days where, I'll be cutting in the heat and then it just pop up raining and all my equipment's out there. Wow. I even got electrocuted one time.
Oh, wow.
I got electrocuted because it just randomly just started raining out the blue. And I had cords and stuff, and I accidentally touched the power cord, and the bolts went through me. And then when the bolts went through me, I picked up a blade, because I had my blade dispenser. I didn't have a particular blade dispenser at the time, because, it was just starting mobile. I didn't know how to, do it in people's driveways. If I could do it to my driveway now, I'd be way up. But at that time, I ended up picking up a blade because I had the bolts coming, and it went, and I cut my hand. Oh, wow. It was a tough time during them times, but luckily I got better, and I had a man getting built out, and I took it to an RV company, and they built out my mobile barbershop within 6 months.
So tell us about this build out of the van. What was that whole process like?
So to build out the van, I bought a empty cargo van.
Okay.
And it was nothing in there, no windows, no AC unit, no barber chair, no walls, nothing. It was just that empty Amazon van. And I bought it with high miles at the time because at the time I was on the tight budget. It was pandemic. Everybody lost their jobs. So I just bought a car. I was like, man, I just got to get this business rolling. And it worked out. I got the business rolling. And as soon as I got that van going, Channel 6 called me for Good Morning Orlando. Mox 35 called me and interviewed me. And then the West Orange Observer newspaper, they wanted to do an article on me. The Pepsi called me to do the athletes for Super Bowl down in Tampa.
What was Super Bowl?
It was Super Bowl 50. Super Bowl 50. Tom Brady won. So, yeah, Tom Brady came. We had Chris Carter. We had Tom Brady's father. We had, and it wasn't my first celebrities because the barbershop that I was working at in Windermere, he's a brother himself, and he gave me opportunity as one of the first brothers to cut hair in Windermere barbershop. So when I was working at barbershop, I got to work on palm amputation. And I did over 400 golfers within 4 years. He the title was himself.
That's a big deal. For 50.
Somebody has all the professional golfers. I grown probably majority of them because at Bay Hill, that they started, they made me a barbershop. They built one for me inside the locker room. And it was kind of amazing, to be the only brother like,
Did you say they built?
Yeah, they drove the barbershop. Yeah, for me, inside the locker room. And it was nice. It was nice that they did that for us. They gave us the opportunity to do that. So my name was already kind of built in the community in Williamsburg before the mobile barbershop even arrived. So by the time it arrived, that's why those stuff started coming around.
That's a big deal.
But you said it was interesting being the only brother in the locker room.
Yeah, it was. It was very interesting because you didn't see none of us. It was just me. Yeah, by me being the only one there, especially the first year I did it, it felt kind of off a little bit because people were surprised to see me. Some people didn't know how to approach me. They didn't know how to talk to me or stuff like that. And they didn't kind of act like, hey man, what you doing though? Yeah, they didn't know who I were because I was I didn't have a barber smock on or nothing like that when I first arrived there because I was setting up, and the people just. But after a while, they were very friendly, respectful. They could befriend me, and it turned out good.
So big. Yes, absolutely.
So you got the Carmo van, you outfitted it,
I outfitted it.
and got your full barbershop going.
Full barbershop.
You got all these opportunities coming your way. You started building something black and legacy for yourself and your
For
family.
my family. Yeah, definitely did. And then throughout the years, everybody went back to work. People went back to work like in 2022. So I had to think of a different strategy. I was like, okay, well, since everybody's going back to work and I'm mobile, who should I cater to? Because it's going to bring in more business because the mobile thing was big during the pandemic, but now you got to rebrand the business. So then I started getting in, contracts. So I was going to the hospital. And I'm grooming people from not in the van. I'm going inside the hospital room. I'm going in nursing homes. And then when it came to the van, I said, I need to reshape my brand and just celebrities. I need to be a giving guy. So I started doing charity events. I was going to United Against Poverty every week, doing free haircuts every Tuesday, giving them 5 hours a day. I did that for good 3 years. Then I was doing back to school events. I still do the back to school events every year.
Okay.
So I had to rebrand my character and not be just grooming celebrities and people that needed for the lockdown. And just me as a good person. Then I started taking courses. Said, well, let me try to better my craft. So I started learning from different barbers. I was from Brazil, taking courses in Miami, barbers from New York that came from Ireland. Guys from Atlanta. So I was just taking a lot of courses on, updating my craft and reading books on how to wear to influence people, love languages, books on how to deal with people and, trial and error as a barber to win a client because it's deeper than just the haircut. There's a lot of barbers that can cut hair, but it's not a lot of barbers that can connect with their clients. So my goal was I want my clients to see me as somebody that they enjoy being around, somebody that I don't want to be the know-it-all. I'd rather learn from people as well. So I like to be around my clients so I can listen more than talk. And if they ask me a question, I can give them the right answer. Because at the end of the day, it became more like a unity kind of thing once the clients get on the van and get groomed. And I worked at Disney Art of Shaving as well.
Okay.
When that year started transitioning, when everybody went back to work. And I just want to fill in a hole for when I lost some clients that left to go back to the office. And me working there for that little stint really helped boost my career because I learned how to be in a Disney character, and I learned how to groom in more of an upscale way than the shop that I was working at Windermere. It showed me how to run a business the proper way. So once I think I brought that to my business, once that shop closed at Disney, and in 2023, all the clients that I lost, I got back plus more. So it's definitely been a great run working in the mobile barbershop business. Yeah, I've been loving it.
It sounds like you get the right mix of good circumstance and good mentorship, but also a desire to not only improve your craft, but really understand how to build your business, how to grow that as a business owner and connect with your clients and everything else. And that's, the blueprint for success right there.
Yeah, it's definitely the blueprint for success of doing that. Because I think when we don't seek knowledge and we kind of become content with life, we're really not growing. Or we get too comfortable. Because I have had times where I'm like, man, my clients happy, they good to go. But then I'm like, nah, Jay, go ahead, do some research. We got the Google Gemini now. You got the Chat GPT. Oh yeah. Go ahead and do your homework and see what else you need to bring towards the table, towards your client when it comes to making them comfortable, convenience, pricing. So I redid my website and sent it through the AI. My conversations that I have with clients, I reiterated them through AI. So I try to redo everything through, because I'm just relying on my natural way of thinking. Yeah, that's good. And my clients that's successful, that's good too. But now I got an extra hand with the AI to make, things better than what it is. Because, sometimes you go through a little confusion. Like, well, bro, I'd ask this person, I'd have read up on this, and I'm still not there. So, you kind of feel in a hole with the artificial intelligence.
Yes. So what I like to say is the whole thing is you being the best version of yourself. Being the first one to see.
Because I got two sons that's looking up to me and my wife. I got little brothers. I got a community looking up to me. I have everybody that's looking for me to not drop the ball. So even with times, first time start looking like, man, Jay, what you gonna do next? Then I have, ones that's like, Jay, what you gonna give? You gonna get more vans? You gonna get another barbershop? And I'm like, right now, I'm just perfecting the craft still, man. Why take you so long to perfect the craft? But it's just taking some time. But at the end of the day, I know what's destined for me and what God has it's for my future, and I'm not gonna rush it.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna rush it. And whatever that's coming, it's gonna be greatness, because you got to stay on the course of doing the right thing, and having a good mindset.
So was there ever a time that you had any self-doubt?
Yeah, I mean, that's all the time, to be honest with you. I think that comes a part of being a business owner, because you're going to run into situations where you're like, man, because my vehicle, I bought it with high miles, right? So then the first year was good. Second year, you're doing a lot of repairs. Third year, you're doing a lot of repairs, and you're putting on a lot of miles of repairs. So when you're doing a lot of repairs and miles, you're like, man, my client's going to be okay with me maintaining a vehicle during this time. Are they going to be okay with me, having to repair the vehicle and not being able to, having to go inside their home? And majority of my clientele was okay with me going in their homes. And then you had like 2% that wasn't okay with me going inside their home. But like I said, I started using the AI, and they were showing me how to set up, and I was looking at barbers that was grooming people, that celebrities in their homes, in like Los Angeles and Atlanta. And I'm looking at they set up. I'm like, I could do better than that. So I started laying floor covers down, putting on shoe covers, bringing in a sweeper, bringing in my own table, because some people don't have it. You sit your stuff down and bring in my own chair. And I think people really appreciate it, because it's like, hey, this dude really bringing a whole barbershop inside my home. He brought in a hot towel cabinet. He doing a real deal shade inside my house. I didn't even have to walk out to his dad. And it's more private than the band, because now nobody know that I actually have a barbershop in my home. You know what I'm saying? Still, so that I think that's what kind of made me deal with a lot of doubt when it comes to running a barbershop, and then the financial side when it comes to repairing the vehicle. I had to become more strategic with calculating the miles through AI and the repair dates through AI, or what money I need to put aside for repairs and miles and maintenance. Because if you don't know when to let a car go, a vehicle go at a particular time, or when to repair it, then you could get an unexpected bill, and it can be kind of frustrating when you're doing a lot of driving. I think that kind of helped me too, me being more organized with and being prepared for what's to come, instead of just thinking like, oh, I'm good. I just went and bought my second Sprinter.
Oh,
Yeah, I bought a brand new Sprinter, and it's on Turo now. But my conversion date is not until May. And right now,
Ep3, you are rolling. Oh, so you using AI in a barbary,
using the barber business,
and then you said you purchased a second Sprinter.
a second Sprinter.
Wasn't ready for the conversion just yet, but you threw it on Toro so you can get the capital while you waiting on the conversion to your second shop on wheels.
Yeah, the second shop with wheels. Yeah.
Breathe.
Yes, absolutely.
Breathe.
Yeah, so just trying to be strategic with life in general. And I want to expand. I want to get brick and mortar. I want to open up a brick and mortar barbershop, salon with a garage and all that eventually in the future. Yeah, I want to give other guys opportunity to, when they can, I can show them how I run my business and they can do their franchise. Or they can work with me in shadow and until they go on and do their own thing. So that's my plan in the future. And I want to help a lot of guys like me that they grew up where I grew up, and they didn't really have an outlet because I had a lot of roadblocks to get to this point. I just wasn't in a situation where I was like, dang, way back then, like how I'm gonna have kids and a wife, how I'm gonna be able to take care of all of that, how I'm gonna be able to have a business or afford a business eventually. And Barbara built that. So if I could show a lot of guys that took the wrong route, ended up in jail or ended up with hard times, to show them like, hey man, I made it out. You can make it out too. And I can show you just how I did it. You can follow the same blueprint. And that's my goal eventually, is getting on a platform, telling people my story, where I came from, and how I made it, and they can do the same thing. Because there's a lot of us that's face hard times and struggles, but it's just some of us that just haven't just made it out yet, and they need that little extra push to help them. And I want to be that guy. That's great. That's great.
I have a question. So your work ethic, you said your father came from the exotic car business, right?
Exotic car.
So how's he play into this, your work ethic? And your
father is probably the bone and marrow of the reason why I work so hard. My dad, when I was 13, my dad, he started picking cotton when he was 12, in Madison, Florida. So he had a work ethic of making his children work early. So he told me, he said, when you turn 13, you gonna work, you gonna get you a job. I was like, well, he's like, do you want to work? I said, yeah, I do. Oh, my man. He said, well, I'm gonna get you a job. I'm gonna get you a job. And he got me a job. I don't know how he did it. He got me a job washing dishes at a restaurant at age of 13 in middle school. And I haven't stopped ever since. So me having that work ethic of waking up at 5 a.m. to catch the bus to go to middle school, getting off the bus, going straight to work, doing my homework on the bus, getting off at 1:12 in the morning, wash the dishes, and doing that every day, that kind of paved the way to where I'm at now. Because my clients, they still have disbelief in my schedule when they book me. They say, man, you open at 7 in the morning to 11 p.m. at night. But good thing is when you work for yourself, even though I work on crazy hours, I could take out 2 hours to take my son to Disney Universal. I go take my wife on a lunch date if I want. I could go take a vacation if I want. Instead of me work crazy hours and be convenient for my clientele. So, it really works out for somebody that's really a hard-working man like myself. Yep.
I love it.
Absolutely. And you show tenacity, persistency, consistency. You said that no matter what stood in front of you, you was like, I got to get this done. I'm going to conquer this. And you did that. And you're global, you're global. So it's you're going to keep expanding. And I think it's amazing how you're saying, hey, I'm here. I want to help you out. I want to teach you how to do this thing. Because believe it or not, it is a lot of the younger generation that are looking for people just like you. It's just they haven't been able to see you. And now they have found it here at the gym. And I'm so glad that you came.
Wait, there here in Orlando. Everybody think it's happening in Atlanta. He came from Atlanta, from Sarasota. to Orlando just to connect with you. Like that. You know,
I have to say, brother, you know, I really appreciate the fact that you're out there doing haircuts for people who need it. Because, like, there's a lot of people who haven't had the advantages that you have, but there's a lot of people out there who are unhoused, but they're still working. They still need that haircut. They're still able. I know there was a sister who the community recently lost, not here, but in Cali, who had done that. Miss Shirley, she started beauty on the streets. And that's how she started, was cutting people's hair on the street. So that people who were unhoused still had that dignity. And the fact that you're doing that is really admirable because not set need. I'm really glad to hear that you're giving back in that way.
I mean, that was the best situation that I could ever put myself in mentally for my mental health, you know, because sometimes you can get caught up in your own stress or problems. And then you start going around people that need more help than you need. Yeah. I was like, man, you know, and it took me a while because I called so many homeless coalition places and nobody want to give me an opportunity. But United Against Poverty, they was like, yeah, man, you could come here. We have people they fill out job applications and they trying to help. And I was like, man, that's a good idea. People trying to help ASAP get on the street and I can help them too and cut their hair. Yeah, I'm all about that. So yeah, that was like a gold mine. And the stories that I would hear, so many people that sit on my back, you know, it would be guys that had mental health problems that I couldn't get through. Then there was guys that were wealthy that lost everything. You wouldn't believe pro athletes, guys who own big time companies, lost everything, sleeping on the streets. And me cutting their hair, we would have some of the greatest conversations that I'd have had with a multi-millionaire. You know, I'd be around guys that had more wisdom than the guy that was more successful than the guy you would think that had a lot of wisdom. It's some people that live on the street that's just very bright. They're stuck in a situation that they can't get out of, you know. Yeah, if I can help them by a haircut, I'm all about it. That's just something that just always touched my heart.
builds your self-esteem.
He builds self-esteem. And my father, he probably played a part of that as well because he used to always tell me, like, son, you got old clothes, get them out your closet and give them away. You got a toy, you think, give it away because it's always somebody that's needed. You by him raising me up like that, that really helped. That really helped. And a lot of black males, we don't have a male role model to show us that it's good to do that because his blessings gonna come back 10 times. That's right. Yes. As you do for folks. Just keep that stuff to yourself. So that's what it is.
Absolutely. That's everyone's heart.
Yes, it does.
These difference. All the difference. Goodness.
We wanted to do this today.
Oh, so you
Thank you for inviting.
gonna make sure everybody know.
Everybody.
Be back. We're gonna do a television version.
That's cool. I'm all about that.
On your band, have it from his band.
It's a nice band.
Rock around the band at some point.
Go inside.
So vicious.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The real thing.
Cool.
All right, so last question I have for you. How much do you charge for hair?
Okay, so when I first started the business, I was charging $35 a cutting, right? When I was cutting people driveways in their garages. But then to be able to to be able to pay for the maintenance and repairs, I had raised it all the way up to $70, right?
Yep.
And then once it got kind of, you know, really shaky, and economy with inflation, now I'm at 109. But at the end of the day, I knew it was people that still needed to be mobile, like the disabled people that needed to go in their house and stuff like that. So I made a service that's half the time for half the price. So I have the express services for express beard and haircuts, and I have the regular haircut service, which is the signature haircut for $110. And for the people that can't afford the half the price $55 cut, the express, they can come to my house when I'm charging my vehicle, and I charge from barbershop price. So I got 3 levels of pricing. I got pricing for the barbershop people that want a mobile barber can afford it, and the person that can't afford a mobile barber. So, I'm kind of tapping into all kind of, economies.
What? Even though it appears that the economy is shrinking, people are having difficulty and everything else. What you didn't do was shrink that. That's right. Go up.
Going forward.
Going forward.
That kid's on.
People are so, but this is true. Businesses are so quick when they can't meet their prices. They cut their price.
They sell everybody.
They're like, oh, well, yeah. But for people who are doing the business, it's like, well, we set the bar back, it gets discouraging. But you're doing the right thing. Sure. When you need to hit that mark, one of those prices. But your audience too. Yeah, he's not the audience too. I know that customer.
Yeah, because I have majority of my customers, I'll probably say 70% of my clientele pays $110 for the haircut. They want to add on a beard if they additional 30, right? And the other 30% pays a $50 hair express, right? And I just started the cutting at home thing when I'm charging my vehicle. So I'm building up clientele for that too. And those people only pay $25 a haircut. But I got,
Ain't even no money to take.
Brick and mortars don't over.
They'll be
Jumping.
the door to get.
They will.
Brother, I love Ema, way that you build this out. I love the way that you scaled your business. 100%. You really have set a blueprint for that others can follow. And absolutely, you're planning on expanding and helping others.
Yes.
It's really the share. Some people keep the info off.
I think it's no reason to gatekeep because the information is out there, but they're not getting the full detail of the other information. It's no reason to gatekeep when we all could be winning. Walmart not hiding up for Publix, and Publix ain't hiding. Publix ain't hiding up for Burger King. They ain't picking pocket choosing. If you go to a restaurant, you buy $100 steak, they got appetizers for that. So they got something for every kind of clientele, and nobody is competing. We should be in a realm of competing. Everybody should be working together, especially people of color.
Yeah, that's right.
The more of us working together, the more powerful people. And then a small business like the mobile barbershop business it's not that popular yet to be too competitive. And I try to get all the brothers in the city to go to have mobile barbershops. And my brother, let's start a union, man. Let's get together.
Yes.
We still had a competitor. They still want to compete, but eventually, and the mindset eventually we could get and they be like, man, let's do it. But that's my big goal is to get all us together. Because you go to the suburban community, they charging like $40 a haircut, right? And then when you go to our community, we charging $20 a haircut. And I'm like,
set the bar.
I'm like, if we could go buy fresh Jordans, we can get the $50 shirt and you have a haircut with the outfit, but for the haircut, this for the he didn't,
What is most important? I like that watch. We kind of match it with the ring on it.
Yeah. My wife, she get me cleaned up. Hey, care of us.
But let me say something. I thought your wife. Not out like you was a little nervous. You don't like to really talk on the camera podcast, but you're doing great today.
I think I'm big because I spoke on the news a couple of times.
Talking like a pro. It's all the sound is nothing like.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know your business and you know what you've been doing, and you got a good story, brother. So just really appreciate you being here today and sharing all of this with us. It's it's fabulous. I'm really excited for you. I wish you the best. So all the best. We got you back.
And if I'm ever in the area and I need a haircut, I'm gonna remember you. Man, I trouble.
Try to worry about nothing. Make sure you look good. I do winter hair too. I'm a cosmetologist.
So you should I'll come ready.
Just
We appreciate you.
Thank you. So we just got through talking with Jay
Johnson. Yep.
and shout out your Barber Loves Mobile Barbershop.
Well, let me blow out.
Our
Juma, that's up.
Oh yeah, you can be there. Oh my God,
this is
Where's the gift box for Jay? Oh, it's so few behind you, I think. Oh,
Yeah, I got some goodies. Oh,
yes. This is your. We got one gift box. We're gonna send you some other stuff. Wow, that's nice. It's so be that today.
thank you, priest. Jesus.
Right. So we got just a basic gift today, but we gonna get you a good show. Is it?
Well, let's say if get
I'm talking to owners. This is about owning wherever you do.
sit there for ownership.
Black people.
Yeah, we need to own.
Handball work. Balls.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your business. And a notepad. I need a notepad. Have you jot down your thoughts.
Yes, journalist. You met us.
Yeah, write them goals down.
Thank you for coming so much.
See you later. Appreciate it. Y'all smell good.
school.
Yes, that was really sound. We did not say who we were, right?
Yes, we did.
Like,
We just got straight to it.
went straight to it for the sake of time for this brother.
So I keep the recorder.
Keep it going, keep it going. So, of course, I'm Coach Sean Simpson, and everybody introduce, tell a little bit about yourself.
I'm Katia Barry, your marketing with the Bill Black Show.
And I'm Katrina McKissick, and I'm new to this, the baby of the group. So love on me.
And I am Robin White, and I am the VP of Acquisitions for Black on Demand and Build Black. And, we are doing some things here, and we're really going to promote Black businesses, the Black growth and Black community. There's a lot that's on my out here in the world. And a lot of times we look at stuff and we think that, there's not enough, or that we're not going to be able to do it. But that scarcity mentality holds us back a lot. And really, that we really need to change that. We really need to change that. And, just like we had this brother here today, let's start to the start of the pandemic. There's so many opportunities. There's so many different ways to do business and so many reasons why we get started. So, and build Black show.
Yes.
Yeah, now a necessity as well, because we're seeing so many ways that Black businesses are getting shut down. It's why opportunities, those doors are closing, and learning to pivot. Like, I love it. Just,
Well, he just seems passionate.
He's passionate about it.
She's passionate.
Yeah, you get the passion.
started and just like you made up.
Well, I love how he worked on himself. He kept working on himself.
He
Check how
kept-
can connect with his audience more and more and more. I love that.
And I love the fact that he made himself available to everybody. He was like, I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you get.
I didn't to come and cut
Just
you.
let me love on you and help you.
And that's powerful.
It is.
It is. I'm a firm believer that when you have something, if you have an opportunity to teach each one, receive one, catch one, and bring them out,
Chris, son of the camera.
say, catch that camera. It's on. Come on, you're not up.
We're on. I can't see you.
Okay. But and when you have these opportunities, if each of us teaches and helps, then we pave the way for others.
Wait up.
What's that?
Yeah.
Like he said, the blessing comes back to
It does. It really does. I do believe that too. I believe whatever you do good and like you put it out, it's gonna come back tenfold.
I think he was great for our first guest.
He was. I mean, the energy was there, the love was there. It just flowed, and I loved it.
So we're here because of the largesse of and a vision of somebody else as well. And I know that I'm a beneficiary of somebody who had a vision and said, I can share what it is that I've got.
Yes.
And I'm reporting to you and you.
Yes, actually.
And so here we are now doing this. What do you see for your goals in terms of how you want to participate and what you envision for Build Black?
I see us on a global level. I see us all over the world, like in every country, whether they want us there or not. Somebody can open the door and let us in. So that's where I see us. I don't just see us being just local. I see us all over the world, like, reaching in lives of people, impacting people. And like we're learning as we're building something. And what we're building is going to be able to stand and last because we're setting the foundation. And it's like, we're doing it from a pure place.
This is true.
Our motives are right. Our heart is in the right posture, in the right place. So I see us all being successful and Build Black just being...
And women doing it.
And we're
women doing it. Women, Build Black show. We're out here disrupting and doing it as a women because it's a male comedy role.
And no matter the pushbacks and the challenges that we're facing, because we already facing challenges, we still showing up and showing out, regardless.
This is true.
We still showing up and showing out.
This is absolutely.
It's, they may be like, well, who are they? We making a lot of noise. Right?
Yeah, we coming in, busting the door.
And we not backing down. We not compromising. We not putting up no white flag to surrender.
Oh, no.
And we're kind of
we're here to stay. No. And there's so many stories out here. I'm looking forward to hearing more of folks who are out here doing what he's so little else. Even smaller, bigger levels.
Yes.
It's endless.
There's so much going on out there that needs to be
And like,
showcased.
he's a hidden gem.
Yes.
Nobody would have really known that, if they weren't really like searching out. That's a hidden
Outside of Orlando.
So it's like we're finding the hidden gems that people are actually looking for.
Right. Absolutely.
So I say like they're running into a gold mine.
And there's a lot of people out there who are also disruptors who are still out there.
Yeah.
Really loved Ben was that he was he caught that he was reading all these books and doing what he needed.
Yes. He never stopped growing. Never stopped investing in himself.
Right. Yes. And those are the things that we need to do as well as we move forward with this opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
They lock the door, we change the code. Yeah. Build Black, break locks, no handouts, we bought the block. Build Black, take spice, no gatekeep, we run the lot. They shut the gate, we change the code, turn small ideas into overload. No commission, we on the flow, independent, that CEO. Media said what I name me grade, built the lane and paid the way. From the block, the boring plays on everything, generational play. Build Black, break chain, no cash given, we made our lane. Build Black on everything.